Resident Evil 2 Remake. Granted, Resident Evil did have a low point, like from like 5 and 6 was kind of a low point for their series, very low point. But 2 was an absolute highlight of the series and will be remembered for all time.
You know, this is actually a perfect segue, Nate, because you just proved my point here. Because the last Resident Evil was a triumphant return, right?
Yes.
Imagine if the last Resident Evil sucked balls. You wouldn't look back at Resident Evil and go, oh, remember how awesome Resident Evil is?
Yeah.
You go, dude, I remember how awesome Resident Evil was, but damn, they really screwed that up. So, it's not tainted anymore because they pulled it back from the taint
they redeemed
and
themselves.
brought it back to something good.
Yes.
I have 2 questions to this story for everybody here.
Yeah, what's up?
All right. Now, the reason I put this story up for everybody is because they're talking about how I was more focused on the questions than the story itself. The Resident Evil 2 remake looks amazing, and they said the mechanics are basically based off of Resident Evil 7, so it's going to be great, just not the mechanics. My question to everybody here, and I want to start off with Grim because he's played a lot more classic and remakes, is what remake do you like the most, and what remake do you hate the most? Give me one remake that you liked, one remake you hated from the original.
First of all, real quick, I'd like to point out with this Resident Evil thing, I'm going to like this Resident Evil, but I'm not as excited as you because I am the kind of person who loved the original, so I'm going to treat this as a different game. I like the way the original played, and I don't want to play it differently, but I'm still going to enjoy it. Yeah. Now, that being said, the best remake I've ever played, and this is going to sound real cheesy because it was barely a remake, but it's The Last of Us Definitive Edition because they just made it run way better, and that game is one of the best games ever made,
and that's the topic we had today, but me and Bazinga talked about it. So the remake could be classified as, to me, as remastered, rebooted, or remade. So that's my definition of remake. So what?
And did you say the one I want the most or the one I hate the most?
Hate the most.
I would say for me.
Yeah, I got to think for a minute.
Yeah, for me, I would say Twilight Princess HD because it's my favorite Zelda game of all time.
I gotta say, and I want to hear Johnny Webb's because I want to. It'd be interesting to hear yours. My worst remake had been the Conker's Bad Fur Day on Xbox.
Was that really a remake, though? That was more of a sequel.
It was supposed to be a remake, but they kind of
that was more of a port, wasn't it?
No, it was a port with a remake mixed together. They added a lot to it, and they messed it up. Oh. But remake-wise, I want to say when they remade the... and I'm going to be... and I am going to fanboy for this, but when they remade Resident Evil onto the GameCube, like they remastered it and remade it to look better on GameCube and Wii.
Yeah, they had Zero.
Zero. They had
Zero was really good.
They had 3 remade on the GameCube.
Yeah, Zero was. I loved Zero. I played that one more than a few times.
And I love when they remade that. That was my favorite of all of them.
Yeah. To tell you the truth, I don't think they've ever remade a Japanese RPG really. Which would be where I would go with it.
Well, if you want to get into that, I would say Final Fantasy V.
No, you know what? You're absolutely right. I can't pick a single one. It's all those Final Fantasy re-releases on Steam that took the pixels out and redid them.
Garbage freaking mobile ones that they put on there.
Yeah. That shit is terrible.
I got a list of remakes that I don't
but,
like.
Grub, don't you have to agree though? One of the best remakes was Chrono Trigger for the PlayStation.
Yeah.
Because we got all the animated scenes.
That wasn't a remake though. That wasn't a remake. All they did was add new anime to it and release the exact same game.
Yeah, but we got all the animations.
Like if you're gonna say one of the best remakes, you'd have to say the DS version because they remodeled the whole DS.
Well, yeah, they did. But I'm saying though, as far as bringing the game back to life for the PlayStation, that was amazing because you had Akira Toriyama's animations now in the game all the way through, with the anime style and all the endings done in anime. Everything. It was amazing.
That huge library and everything, too.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
So that's...
I have a list of remakes that I don't like.
You can give us one?
But,
I don't like them all.
No, but I guess I don't like the Final Fantasy IV when they did remodeled the characters and all that.
The 3D ones are actually pretty good, dude.
Elements. It just didn't feel right. It was uncomfortable for me.
So,
and then another one was when they did Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes for the GameCube.
Yeah, that wasn't very good.
The gameplay was good, but the sound, the audio, the soundtracks were just garbage. I don't know why they could have just imported from
No,
the PlayStation.
So-
you were saying
I'm
about
gonna say it's a real quick one. I was gonna say the reason why I asked that question is because when I read this story about Resident Evil, they said they couldn't definitively kind of point out how much of a difference from the original it's gonna be because it's a whole new engine they're running off of. But I guess they're keeping main to the point in the story.
Well, yeah.
And they're not gonna change so much the story, but the way it feels and how you play is gonna feel great to me because Resident Evil 7 that was like a rebirth.
Oh yeah,
of everything.
they brought themselves back.
I want them to do a full-blown remake of 3.
Oh
but
yeah.
Do an entire open world city, and have you
Nemesis?
always have to
Hell
worry
yeah.
about Nemesis following you around in this giant
Hell yes.
open world.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yes.
You know, I haven't bought a Resident Evil game in 15 years, and I'm probably gonna get this remake.
I have to get it twice.
Got to get it twice.
I don't usually play remakes because I've already played the game over, so I don't want to play it again. I'm not a person who replays games.
Oh.
Period.
Finish, boy.
Like if it's a sports game, it's a sports game. You just play it and play it. But
Right.
I usually don't replay games. I've only played Call of Duty.
I really
once.
My
enjoyed-
RPG addiction makes me replay games a lot.
I know.
Nah.
Yeah, I enjoyed the HD version though that came out of Resident Evil, the first one on Steam. That was really good.
Secret of Mana. There's so many
That was
goddamn bugs in that thing. It pisses me off.
Yes, there
That
is.
game doesn't exist to me, dude.
So I know that we have to get to
Fix it.
another story eventually, but I want to make this real quick. I'm surprised none of you guys said Devil May Cry.
I'm not a huge Devil May Cry guy.
I mean, that's a good, but
okay,
I mean
that's
that
not
wouldn't
a
stand
game.
out
That's
to me.
just-
No, they
garbage spin-off.
rebooted it. They rebooted it from what I've gathered from the last one they made.
No, they're continuing. The next one's continuing where it's gonna be 5.
No, they're skipping the one. They're skipping the one Ninja Theory did. They're
Oh,
not
they did?
touching any
Oh,
of
okay.
that.
That garbage emo one that they did.
Also, that guy at the end of the trailer isn't Nero. Apparently it's what's his name? His brother.
That's what I said. I said you're like, no, it's Nero.
Well, there was confusion because they said it was Nero. They
Yeah.
said it was Nero, and then they fixed their confusion. I guess it's not
Yeah.
because I know
Yeah,
that
I
they
can't
said
think of anything
No,
that I've
so
ever played
the one-
over
I just
again.
want to play this old fart Dante on the bike.
Yeah. The one thing I want to ask though, Johnny Webb and Grim, what did you guys think of After Years Final Fantasy 4?
I loved it.
I liked that. That was good.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
They did it.
It just picks me off though, because I'm sitting here going, why don't you hire a 10-man team and tell them make a new game in the graphic style of Final Fantasy VI?
Yeah.
Yes.
It don't sell. Trust me. Trust
They
me.
will
motherfucker.
sell.
They'll
I would
sell.
freaking
They'll
buy it.
sell. Everybody will buy it. Final Fantasy fans will buy it.
Yes. Take my money. Okay.